Thank you everyone for joining the Quad S meeting today. Our first presentation is going to be with Dulcinea Pitagora, and Dulcinea is going to be speaking about the AltSex New York City Conference, which is tomorrow. Dulcinea, take it away.
Perfect. That's perfect timing. It's 8:15. I'm going to duck out at 8:30 because I have a meeting. I have an AltSex NYC Conference meeting tonight because the conference is tomorrow morning. I am very pleased with myself for convincing the co-organizers to start later. We're starting at 9. The conference doesn't start until 9:45 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern time. And because I am not a morning person, but so I'm very grateful to them. Let's see, this year is our 7th year, and it's nice to see Russell's face because I remember seeing his face in person in the first year, I feel like, and at the after party too. That was fun. 7 years ago. And yeah, so every year we have a collection of speakers all day. We provide, let's see, ASECT and social work, New York social work CEs. There are usually around 6 and 10 speakers. Tomorrow there's something like that too. I'll show you in a minute. And you know, they're a combination of presenting research, anecdotes, case studies, like personal experiences, and we really kind of emphasize people. We like to include speakers that are part of the communities that we're talking about. And so when we talk about AltSex, we're talking about pretty much all the marginalized communities or the, you know, smaller populations, you know, relating to like, you know, Kink, BDSM, which is why, of course, I'm here tonight. And, you know, non-monogamies, different kinds of specific sexualities, relationship configurations, behaviors, research associated with all of that. So it's usually pretty interesting. It's not really a 101 level conference. We really try to find speakers who like to present on niche topics or things that, you know, a lot of people aren't necessarily speaking very often about. So that is usually pretty fun. And yeah, so it's all day, and then we have a Q&A at the end. So I don't have slides, but I'm going to just show you the website in case you didn't get a chance to look at it. I'm going to make everybody look at it. You can look away. You don't have to look at it. But here's what we're doing. So here's the website. It's at altsexnycconference.org. I guess I can put that in the chat. Can I do that? I think so. Hold on a sec. Sorry. And so you can go to it if you want. If you want to register, you're not already, you can do that, I think anytime up until tomorrow morning. This is my co-organizer, Michael Aaron. So he and I have been doing this conference together for 7 years. The last few years, unfortunately, we don't have a picture of Anastasia Sielske, but she's been helping us the past few years and organizing and putting things together. But anyway, that's I think that stuff you already saw, so I'll skip ahead. So yeah, we're gonna gather between 9:45 and 10 a.m. I'll be finishing my coffee. I'll be totally awake. Mostly Michael will give the welcome address for obvious reasons, but I will probably say a couple of logistical things. This is really exciting. We have Jet Setting Jasmine and King Noir opening up, and there's like, I don't feel like I should give their big news, but like something very exciting happened to them this week regarding their family. So I don't know if I should say, but people will be there tomorrow and you get to see this like big, you know, the big reveal. Thank you, Dr. Chef. So yeah, so Jet Setting Jasmine is a licensed clinician. She's a therapist, and her partner, King Noir, is a performer. They're both performers. They perform together. They have multiple children, and they do this talk about sex positive parenting and how to foster that with their children and community. This is Jet Setting Jasmine. Here are all their IDs. Well, I was going to tell you my Instagram. It's Kink Doctor, in case anybody wants to say hi on Instagram. That's me. that's not them. Here are all their IDs. So they're going to talk about, family and sex positivity. Then we have Charlie Nicely, who's going to speak on, gender identity through Buddhist psychotherapy. And this talk is only half an hour, but Charlie is going to send a recording, I think, for extra information, because really they should have probably had more time. But unfortunately, we kind of Tetrised everybody in there like that. And Charlie is also a psychotherapist in New York City. And then here we have Interrogating the Female Man, Male Femininity, Submission, and Representation in Professional Dominance by Reb Holmberg. So I'm just giving you a chance to read that a little bit if you want. I know maybe I'm being boring and I apologize, but I'm also pretty anxious speaking in front. I like to just say it. It makes me feel better. Like I'm anxious talking in front. I didn't take a beta block or anything. So I only have 10 minutes. So I didn't figure I needed to. Reb is a sex educator. We're going to have lunch at our own screens. Sorry, there's some pigeons doing something out there. Okay, and then this is going to be fun. Rage is a form of love, accessing transformative fury. And we have Emma Zahn, who is presenting, who is a sex educator and an activist and a performer and a sex professional. Speaking on justice, revenge, victory, righteous fury, anthropomorphize, which I like to say, it's just a fun word to say, throughout history in female bodies. My colleague and friend Jillian Kahn, talking about sex and death, really something that there's not a lot of research out there on. So I'm very excited for her to present on this, exploring the relationship between grief and desire. What happens, what that interaction is about. And Jill is a MFT and private practice in Manhattan. And then we have this one called Sick Fuck, Navigating Kink and Chronic Illness by Yosenio Lewis, and co-presenting with Melody Ann Berenger, talking about chronic pain and the intersection of kink and chronic pain and illness. Here's Yosenio. Here is Melody Ann Berenger. Take a little break. And then we have this person is also from Australia. Now I realize that there are different, Australia is a really big place. So I don't know if the other person or multiple people here are from Australia or neighbors with this person, but this is Farid Kaviani, speaking on tools of torture and the intersection of body modifications and BDSM, which I always thought was really interesting personally, just my own little interjection here, because I've known people in both communities. I'm in the BDSM community, and I've identified with being a part of the community here in New York City for I don't know, I've been here almost 20 years. So, and I've known people in the body mod, I guess I'm talking about in terms of people who like to hang on hooks, for example, stuff like that, or do different kind of body mods and modifying their bodies. And really it's a very different cultural mindset. And so in terms of what people have told me, that's on my anecdotal experience. But so I'm super interested to hear what Farid has to say. Neurodiverse writer and academic in Melbourne. So I don't remember where the other person said they were. Anyway, we're gonna get a little break, and then we're ending with, very excited that Molina Williams Haas and Georg Friedrich Haas are going to be joining us. Many years ago, they were at, they spoke at the ASEC conference. We're going to get an update from them. So they are in a DS relationship together and have been for a very long time. And Milena is a wonderful performer and activist and educator. And Georg is, of course, a world-renowned composer and they have a super interesting and public relationship, and it's going to be really entertaining. I can't wait. I'm a huge fan. Thank you, Russell, and everyone. Oh, thanks for the motivation. So look, it's 8:25. We can talk because that's it. And then we're going to have a Q&A. Unfortunately, not everybody is always able to stick around. Like, I know that like the person in Australia, I feel like the timing is going to be rough for him, and some people have to go, but everybody possible is going to stick around to, you know, answer questions at the end. So that was exciting. I'll stop sharing my screen, and we can talk for a few minutes if you like.
Thank you so much. That was absolutely amazing. And I'm looking forward to attending tomorrow. I've been looking forward ever since last year. And does anyone have any questions that or burning ideas they want to share?
And I won't be offended if you don't, just FYI, in case anyone's worried about that.
Probably do not have a theme for next year yet, but if people potentially wanted to apply to be a speaker next year, is there a simple process to that?
There is. If you go to the website at the link that I dropped in there, you can click on the side, and you sign up for the email list, and then you'll get a notification for when the call for proposals goes out. When is it usually? Is it usually, I think it's summer, like late summer it goes out, and then it's decided. Yeah, you get a couple months, and then we sort through and stuff. There's no membership situation, and it's not it's not affiliated with any organization. We just kind of throw this thing together. So you don't have to be a member to, anybody can submit a proposal. Yeah. There are, I said about the CEs, but I didn't say there are six of them that you can get. But I guess that's only good for people who are, if they need social work or ASEX CEs. So, sometimes other kinds of governing bodies accept these CEs too. I've noticed in different states or, yeah.
Quite often there's reciprocity between different organizations, and you just simply have to state what organization gave the CEs originally.
Exactly. So it should be fun. I'm going to try to sleep tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not very good at it, but I'll give it a shot.
And will it be recorded? Is there a way that someone can attend? They could pay a small fee to like watch it down the road? No,
we don't. We don't record it. We've talked about it different years. People ask every year. And the thing is we really love the way that, well, first of all, we miss being in person a lot. And I mean, the royal we misses that. I think, I don't like to speak for other people, but I'm pretty sure they do too. But when we met in person, it was kind of a very intimate, like surround stage venue. And it was a lot of like personal discussion because we do invite people that are part of the communities. And a lot of times people share personal stories. And I just know for myself, when I'm being recorded, like right now, I just remembered I'm being recorded. And so I'm like sifting through my head. I'm like, did I say anything? Like, oh my God, did I confess that I'm a former sex worker? Oh, never mind. That's public information. That's fine. Stuff like that. But like, I know that people will censor themselves. And so not only that, but the logistical, you know how it goes, logistical issues with paperwork, getting people to sign, and then just not wanting to put people under that pressure and not really wanting to have that logistical headache in addition to everything else. So we don't, it would be nice. I agree. I think it would be nice for getting it, in front of more people, but nope, we're not going to do that.
If you want, you could put the link back into the chat one more time so that people could potentially sign up for tomorrow. And then perhaps we will see everyone again in about 14 hours or 13 hours at the conference tomorrow as well.
Okay. Well, I'm going to run so I can take a pit stop before my meeting in one more minute. So. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. Thank you so much for being here and sharing everything that you did.
Yeah. Good to see everyone. Bye-bye.